If you're an Amazon FBA seller like me, then you'll probably agree that one of the most frustrating things about Seller Central is the reporting. Trying to make sense of the dozens of reports and trying to manage all of those data exports. It's enough to drive anyone just a little bit crazy. Well, thankfully, I have a solution for you that's going to change your FBA life forever. Let's jump in. Hello and welcome to Vitamin BI, helping you do more with data. My name's Adam and I've been an FBA seller for about 2.5 years now, so I have first-hand knowledge about just how frustrating the reporting is in Seller Central. For me, it's so badly set up that anyone would think that Amazon is doing it on purpose to make it as difficult as possible for you to join the dots and get a full picture of your Amazon activity. Well, as I said, there is a solution available that will revolutionize the way you do your reporting for FBA. There are no reports to generate or data files to export because it's connected directly to your FBA Amazon account. And the reports you get out of the box contain almost everything you're going to need in order to monitor your activity. Let's jump onto my computer and I'll show you what it is. And here we are in my computer in Data Studio. And this is what you get. Once you've connected your Amazon account to Data Studio using the Power My Analytics data connector, you get this template. Now this is filled with the sort of dummy data, but once it's connected to your account, this will contain your data. And you get 16 reports in all. And the great thing is that they're all together in the one place, which, as you know with Seller Central, they're kind of scattered all over the place. And it's really difficult to make sense of them. So it's really great that you've got them all in one place at the same time. You can just click on them and see the data that you want to see. Now, we'll go through them individually, so I'll show you exactly what you get. But one thing that you need to know is that this is a template. So it comes, straight out of the box, and you can connect it to your data, as I said, but you can also fully customize it. So if there are any queries or charts, graphs, that kind of thing that you don't want in your report, then you can swap them out for something else. You can change the colors, the layouts, anything you want. They're fully customizable. But as you'll see as we go through, there's it's really well put together and really well thought out. There's obviously been built by somebody who sells on Amazon. So yeah, you'll see that. I think what we'll do first is we'll go to the connector notes. Now the connector is what it suggests. It's the thing that connects your Amazon account with Data Studio, and there are some things that you need to know, so let's go through those. Okay, the full list of fields available for Amazon sales along with their details can be found here. So let's see what we have access to. Well, you get loads, hundreds in fact of metrics and dimensions, and here you get an explanation of what each one is, and the table it belongs to, all of that information. So if you want to go further than the actual templates we've got here, you can use this as kind of a guide to tell you what data is available for you to use. So there's loads of stuff in there. What else? We initially backfill about 30 days of data when you connect with us and keep this data going forward. If you need to backfill more than 30 days back, please read the following articles for more instructions. Okay, Amazon presently allows for backfills of up to the following days for each of the reports. Sales up to 2 years, fees up to 180 days, returns up to 2 years, etc., etc. So obviously I'll be leaving information to this in the description. So do check it out yourself. The excess, inventory, FBA and age FBA tables are only presently available for the India, US and Japan marketplaces. Something to bear in mind. If you want to look at the excess inventory, and I think that's probably inventory age as well. See the following article for explanations why sales in this connector may not align 100% with your Amazon reports you view on the website. There's, it's fairly common for there to be some kind of discrepancy between the figures you get from the original source and the figures you get via the API. There can be lots of different reasons for that. but there's an article there which will explain why. See the following article for which Amazon marketplaces are available for reporting and how to segment by marketplace. Okay. Inventory will be reported for the last day in the date range you are reporting. We cannot pull historical inventory before you connected with this data source. Okay, we will store inventory over time from the day you connect. Okay, something to bear in mind. You can join the following tables to report days of supply and excess inventory FBA and inventory FBA. The Amazon API only provides neutral and negative reviews data ratings of 3 or lower. And Power My Analytics will add new fields as Amazon adds new fields to their API. If you do not see a field that you know is available in the API, please contact us to discuss. So yeah, Power My Analytics, great customer support. They are available via email and telephone. So if you need any help. All right, let's go through the different reports. As I said, we've got 16 in total. Let's see, overview first. So yeah, this is really good just to give you an overview of the status of your account. And the great thing about Data Studio in general, and this report as well, is that it's interactive, so you can apply different date ranges. And when you get access to this, you can apply other filters as well, and you'll see that in other reports. So you can really drill down into the data and ask questions and get answers back in real time, which, as you know, is something that is nigh on impossible to do with the Seller Central reporting. By default, the date period applied is the last 28 days, but you've got these handy predefined date periods that you can also apply, or you can select specific dates. And remember, there's only certain data backfilled, as we just saw, so refer to that as well. If you're applying a date range and data's not turning up for that. Okay, so your orders, quantity sold, total revenue, seller fulfilled, quantity returned, seller fulfilled, inventory. So if you're not doing FBM, you might want to remove these two KPIs here. And again, sales by fulfillment channel, Amazon versus merchant. If you're only doing FBA, you're not doing FBM, then you could delete that as well. Sales by country, sales by region. If you're only in the one marketplace, say the USA, then this one might not be very useful for you either. So you might want to delete this. Sales by region, however, could be very useful indeed. It could help you in your marketing efforts. So if there's a particular region, in this case a state, where your sales are higher than others, you can see it instantly, graphically displayed here, and you could potentially then target that particular state with your ads via Facebook, that kind of thing. So that's really useful to have a visual representation of rather than just a table. And then sales by product. So that's the overview. In the orders report, let's see what we get with that. So we've got the last 28 days, quantity, product revenue, shipping, tax, total revenue, and a handy table here with all the information you need and with the grand totals at the bottom. There, it's paginated, so you get 20 rows per page, and you can just navigate through them to different pages, and you can filter the data as well. So if you're in multiple marketplaces, you could, or in this case, multiple marketplaces and FBM, you can choose to only see your FBA data. So that will update automatically. And also we've got the order status. Let's just wait for this to calculate. And then we've got the order status. So if we want to see all your cancelled orders, which could be quite interesting to know, it might also be quite interesting to create a pie chart of this of these order statuses, so that you can see what percentage are cancelled, that kind of thing, or you could even track that over time with a time series chart in Data Studio. It seems like it's not showing the cancelled orders in here. Okay, well, fair enough. Perhaps something to look further into, but I'm sure the data is actually there. If it's in this this filter here, it means that that value does exist somewhere. So I'm sure there's some explanation for that. Okay, so that's the order report. You've got product sales. Again, marketplace and order status, quantity sold, product revenue, listing and selling fees. Now that is really useful to have, the fees associated with each one of your products and the sales for those particular products. So that's product sales, ASIN sales, so sales broken down by ASIN with listing and selling fees. That is excellent. FBA inventory report, so fulfillable quantity, total supply quantity, inbound, that kind of thing, reserved, unsellable by SKU, so that's really handy. And that's continued, so perhaps, I'm not sure what that is really, but that's a continuation obviously of the first one. Manage FBA manage excess inventory, so total quantity sellable, estimated excess, units sold last 30 days, days of supply, very interesting stuff. FBA inventory adjustments reporting. So what's this? This is, oh yeah, carrier damage, customer damage, defective, fulfiller damage, that kind of thing. This will help you with your reclaiming money for lost, damaged inventory in the FBA warehouses. So this is really handy to have. And okay, it seems like it's all customer damaged here. Okay. FBA inventory age report. Now this is good for monitoring your inventory as well. So if you've got anything, and you've also got units shipped in the last 30 days, which is very helpful to know as well. Okay. So it seems like fairly good health. Seller fulfilled inventory report. So that's seller fulfilled. So that's only if you're doing FBM. FBA returns report. So you can see all the returns. You've got returns by reason as well. Apparel too small, too large, quality unacceptable. So returns over time. Really, really useful stuff. And it's all in the one place. You don't have to hunt around for the data. Export that data, load it into Excel or Google Sheets and try and make sense of it. It's all here and connected live. You won't have the amount of time that you save by having this is just incredible. So what have we got here? Seller fulfilled returns report, only if you're doing FBM, obviously. Neutral and negative seller feedback. Remember, in the notes that we saw, that they only have data for neutral and negative and not positive, which is good. You always want to know when you're getting negative feedback so you can be proactive and try and figure out what the problem is, if there is one. Fees reporting. So these are the different fees, a breakdown of fees. You might want to here create a column or a bar chart to make it more visual. And again, as I said, with all of these charts, with all of this data, you can create your own charts and graphs if you prefer to see them visually. I'm more of a sort of visual person in terms of my data. Then you can create these charts yourself. FBA fees estimates. So this is per ASIN. So your selling price, your estimated referral fee, estimated fulfillment fee, estimated total fees, and estimated revenue minus fees. Really useful. Seller fulfilled fees estimates, again, if you're doing FBM, and the connector notes. So there you go. Those are all the different charts that you get in out of the box when you connect to connect your Amazon FBA account to Google Data Studio using the Power My Analytics data connector. So how do you get started is a good question. Let's just see if I've got that lined up. Let's go. There we go. So this is Power My Analytics, powermyanalytics.com. And basically it's a data hub. So you can connect, they've got connectors for all of these different data sources. So you can see Amazon's there. That's just one of the data connectors that you can connect to and analyze in either Google Sheets or in Data Studio. So it really is an excellent way of getting all of your data into the one place so you can analyze them together, and you can actually join the data sources together and blend them in Data Studio. It's a bit limited, but you can. So you can sort of cross-reference them and correlate different metrics from different data sources. Really, really useful. So what happens is you, let's see, if you want to know about pricing, there are 4 different plans. So you've got Business, Pro, Agency, and Enterprise. Business starts at $29.95 if you're paying monthly, while if you're paying yearly, then it's $24.96 per month paid up annually. What do you get for your basic plan? You get an unlimited number of reports. Those are the reports that you will get in, I'd imagine, you can create in Google Data Studio, which is normal because you'll have access to your data source containing your Amazon data, and you'll be able to play around with it and create as many reports as you like. Report range backfills unlimited, number of data sources. So you get 3 data sources. Those are the data sources we just saw that I showed you the list of. So you could have Amazon, MailChimp, and something else. You can mix and match them together. Number of team members, 2, so you can collaborate potentially with somebody with this account, the business account. Number of accounts per data source, okay, 3. Number of business locations per data source for Google My Business is 10. Import destinations, all inclusive, Google Analytics, Google Data Studio, and Google Sheets. With Google Sheets, if you want to import your data to Google Sheets, that's an extra $49.95. But I would really recommend you using the Google Data Studio import, because you really can sort of look at the data and create your own reports. Access to Report Hub is included. Report outage protection included. Access to PMA Pro metrics. Those are insightful metrics otherwise not provided by the data source. So these will be kind of like calculated fields that you don't get in the initial data source, in the original data, but have been calculated within the connectors and the data sources that Power My Analytics provides. So that could be potentially very useful as well if you're not good at writing formulas and things. And in terms of support, standard, email, and phone support. Monthly plans are paid each month. Yearly plans are paid once per year. Data sources may have limits on historical data. On average, it's 2 years. And then you've got some add-ons a la carte. So accounts, you can add an extra account for $9.95, extra team member for $4.95, and an extra business location for Google, what is it called? Google My Business for 95 cents. So it's when you think about the time you save and the hair you're going to not pull out of your head, getting so frustrated with all of the different reporting in Amazon Seller Central, that is just a steal. $29.95 per month. There is a link to this in the description. It is an affiliate link, so if you do sign up via that link, the channel will get a small commission at no extra cost to you. So please do, if you are going to take out a trial, and you get a free 14-day trial to test it out. If you do eventually sign up, we'll get a small commission, and so that would really help the channel out. Thank you very much if you do that. So there you go. That was just a rundown of the connector that Power My Analytics supplies. There are other connectors, other companies that provide connectors for FBA as well. So I probably should say that as well. And I'll probably leave a link to other information about that in the description as well. If you've got any questions, do leave or comments, leave them below. And yeah, hopefully that was helpful, and hopefully this is going to change your FBA life forever. So all the links are in the description. And if you're not familiar with Google Data Studio, then do check out my online course. Link also in the description. That will teach you everything that you need to know and then some. And at the time of recording this, there's actually a 50% discount on offer. So do head on over and check out the free preview. Okay, that's all from me for today. I've been Adam Finer. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, stay BI curious.